What's up, my little fantasy degenerates? It's Thursday night. We have football on right now as we speak. Hallelujah. It's back. The season is here. We're drafting an FFPC high stakes best ball tournament team with you tonight. We're drafting it all together, guys, and we are here for the chaos. We have got Kevin is in the house over here. I hope you noticed that. Excellent slide in over here. Yes, he still does hate running backs. We are absolutely going to fight over that. Erica is here. She's a birthday girl. It is her birthday eve, so show her some love in those comments. And we have my draft partner, my ride or die over here. We got Jim Bednar. He is here as hashtag just a producer, but he is here to be the official Cole Kmet hype man. Guys, how's it going? Are we ready to go? We got 10 minutes before we kick off our draft. We're in the 8th spot. How's everybody doing?
Flexing the old draft muscles. Look, yeah. we have been drafting quite a bit on this channel, but compared to last year, I think we got some stretching to do. We got some calisthenics. We can put our foot on the table and put it up there and do some stretching. We're gonna get that done tonight. A little high stakes action. I'm excited.
Yeah, what's up, Anne? Thanks for joining us. Man, I probably do need to stretch, especially at my age. Need to work it out.
You pull a Matt Stafford, as you like to.
Listen, again, who among us doesn't have back issues in their mid-30s? Who among us?
Even better, you got them in your early 40s.
I don't even remember my mid-30s.
100%. What's up, Vince? Good day.
So we're drafting all running backs, right? I heard.
Yeah, straight running backs. We're in the 8th spot. Here, guys, don't forget, this is on FFPC, so that means tight end premium. So those tight ends are going to go early and often. Right now, if you have been paying attention to any of the FFPC drafts, if you use Fantasy Mojo, you are going to see that Brock Bowers is going as early as the number 5 the last 2 days in this tournament. Trey McBride is also going in the first round, towards the back end at 11. So we'll see where they go here. I'm really excited about this. This is, I think, our first big high stakes one that we've done together as a group. Right?
We did the one last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The famous Tyreek Hill Jail.
There's no reason to bring that up.
No, yeah, that's
that one.
Well, I don't even know. I just blacked out. I don't even know what I just said.
All right. So who's running this, by the way?
Oh, I'll do it if you want.
Okay. If you need it, I've just got it as a backup in case something crazy happens.
All right, Jim, you drive. I'll be in charge of the draft board over here. We got 6 minutes to go. Anne did a big gorilla last night. Anne, what spot did you have and who did you take in the first round? I want to hear. Because we did a gorilla on Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did we have the 8 or 7?
Oh, we had 8.
Yeah, we had the 8. We ended up with McCaffrey. That's who we took first.
Notably the 8, because we had the 7 before that, and they have that gorilla promo going this year. So just good enough to tease. And also coupled with the 8 tonight, I think like 90% of our drafts have been from the 7 or the 8.
Yeah. Yeah, never where we want it to be, I think, this year.
That's almost like I don't want to say it's a dead zone, but it forces you to have to make more of a decision there versus like 10, 11, 12.
I've started, as the draft season's gone on, started to enjoy the value that comes back in round 3 and 4, which is nice because I don't like making decisions in round 3 and 4 because I think that's where you can get Terry McLaurin as an example of why drafting there kind of sucks. But what I don't like about it is in the first is like, it always seems like the value pick goes right before. Oh, Lamb's going to fall. Nah, he goes at 7. Gibbs Gibbs went at 6. So that's the stuff that I find frustrating about it.
Yeah, that's like that's the toughest spot, to get murky into the DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Ken Walker, James. Like that whole area is just it's a quagmire. It's the quicksand. You can get stuck in it. They're Alvin Kamara, like guys that like have been good, but there's a lot of questions about all those guys. Now we have Terry McLaurin reportedly wanting to trade. Now,
Yeah.
which
that's not going to happen. They're going to pay that man. Come on.
I mean, that's tough. How you don't pay that guy who has been through some bad Commanders teams, and then when they finally get your quarterback, you trade up or you trade for a left tackle. You bring in Deebo Samuel, and now the guy that's been there, the guy that's been like basically holding the ship together.
Yeah, and he's never
going to pay him.
He's never complained. He's never said anything once. Like and then let's look at the rest of that wide receiver room. Are we going to throw to Luke McCaffrey? No, Diami Brown's not even there anymore. Like who else?
Noah Brown.
No, oh, that's right, Noah Brown. But they just traded Diami for Noah. Yeah.
Did you say Debo?
We all know Debo's still there, but
he exists, I suppose.
Yeah. But come on.
He is present and accounted for. You're muted, Erica.
Thanks. Did you see Ayuk and Daniels on Instagram Live today?
No.
Yeah, they want to play together, and so they're possibly doing a Ayuk McLaurin trade.
We don't even know when Ayuk's going to come back with his injury.
But they played together in college, so he wants to go back with his college QB.
I've heard that story before with Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. Look how that ended up.
Yeah, they became next door neighbors, and
Yeah.
No, but it worked with Burrow and Chase.
Well, I mean,
could it work for Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields?
I mean, it didn't work for those people, but maybe it'll work for us.
Maybe it'll work for us. Yeah. Yep.
I was talking to Vince earlier today about the McLaurin thing and how, like, I think it's great for the receiver because he can get paid, but it doesn't really help anybody when it comes to production because he's missing time practicing. He's going to come in late on the playbook. He's got to warm up for the season, and that's the time for that is now. And then, and the team misses out on that production too. So if whatever they're going to do, hopefully happens really soon. Otherwise, obviously the fantasy implications of what a pain in the ass that's going to be.
Dude, I have so much Terry McLaurin too from earlier in the year.
Oh, I know.
So much Terry McLaurin.
And they were in tight games too, almost all season. They had very good luck in terms of pulling out those games because of Jane Daniels, and that was basically because of a lot of McLaurin. I mean, you don't have obviously Olamide Zaccheaus, not that he was a super difference maker, but even taking McLaurin out of this team, you're putting a lot on an older Deebo. You're putting a lot on Noah Brown. Remember the retired and not retired Michael Gallup, Zach Ertz. You're not talking about young guys here. You're talking about what might as well be a rest home for a lot of these wide receivers. When Zach Ertz is 33, Deebo is, if he's not 30, he's 29.
30, that feels generous for Zach.
Is that a Luke McCaffrey endorsement? Does that how that translates?
You know what it might be, and it doesn't help them get any younger. Is that the bat signal for Keenan Allen?
Oh,
Keenan Allen will get 130 targets in that offense. I'm telling you that right now.
How about Amari Cooper?
No, we don't want bad receivers. Keenan Allen's still good.
Stop that.
Keenan Allen in the slot in that offense? Are you kidding me? That's 130 targets. I mean, he might be moving as fast as a glacier right now, but so did Juju Smith-Schuster, and he had that 1 week last year.
I need to know how old Zach Ertz is right now because
he seems like 37 in my
34.
Oh my God, he's only 34. Wow.
You want to pull that draft board up? We are we're not on the clock,
so
but
sorry.
I was
we have begun.
Did you guys ever see? It started when he was in Philly. The Twitter account, and it was Twitter at the time. Will Zach Ertz break a tackle? And it was literally this dude in Philly who every time Zach Ertz would catch the ball would write, "No, not yet, almost, but not quite. Yes, finally, no."
That's where the Zach Ertz Gerald.
I'm so sorry. Did
stuff came
somebody just
from.
seriously auto pick the first? I didn't mean to interrupt you, Kevin. I was just shocked and appalled.
He may have been waiting, like milking the clock to get everybody else in here, because when the draft started, there was 4 auto drafters, and now it's down to 1. So he might have just been milking it.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kev. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying that's where the Zach Ertz Gerald stuff started. Who Zach Ertz famously has never earned a yard of yak in his life. Same with like late stage Larry Fitzgerald when he was in the slot in Arizona.
Aw. It's halftime, guys. There's football back. How excited are you?
I mean, I'm excited. At least it's players that like I want to see, like Isaac Tesla. And,
Dude, did you see his hair? He looks like David Hasselhoff's love child.
And he looks fast.
Right?
Like, I was surprised at how fast he looked on the field.
Yeah, and I liked that story about how he grew up as a Lions fan.
The custom jersey?
The custom jersey, and wore it to the meeting with the team. I freaking love, like, how do you not draft that kid after
Go up a half a round. That's called buying in.
Absolutely. I loved it. Scampers, Craig Reynolds is a hero. I wonder how early Craig is going to go in this draft.
I don't think this draft is woke enough to take Craig Reynolds.
Let's see who's brave enough.
Even awake.
Big enough to take
picks to start.
Did we? What is happening in here, guys? We got Dose. Oh, thank God, someone actually made a pick. Okay,
It's a slow draft.
Yeah, is this a slow draft? What's going on?
I love slow drafts. Would love to make a pick someday.
Me too. And I just want to apologize to everybody in my Battle of the Sexes League. I was so not on top of my game. And I definitely almost timed out numerous times. So I am so sorry for that. That is not like me.
Did you finally finish your draft?
Finally, yeah. And it actually didn't take as long because everybody in our group was like really on top. I was the redheaded stepchild, like literally. In our draft there. So apologies. Guys, we're off the board right now. We got obviously Chase goes first overall as he should. Then we got Barkley, Bijan, Jameer Gibbs. Brock Bowers goes at 5, where Mojo has been telling us he's been going. And then we've got CeeDee Lamb at 6. We are on deck right now. JJ, what are we thinking, guys? What are we looking at here? I really don't want another McCaffrey team, but that's
I'm Puka.
Team Puka? I don't think I have any Puka this year.
Sounds good to me.
Do it.
Like condensed offense. I mean, I'm not super worried about Matthew Stafford being limited in training camp. You know, you got to figure Puka and Adams are probably good for 50% of the target share in Los Angeles. Like, sign me up for the best schemer of wide receivers. Sean McVay calling the plays.
Do we need consensus or majority rules?
I thought it was majority.
Okay, well,
yeah,
you were the minority, so that's all I needed.
Wait, democracy? We don't do that anymore, Jim. I don't know if you got the memo. Sorry.
Yeah, this is authoritarianism. Read the room.
That means you're in charge.
Dude, I would have taken Janty.
We're all gonna have to do a presidential fitness test.
Yes.
We're all gonna have to do the presidential fitness test to see who makes this next pick. How about you? But I can touch my toes pretty well.
My ankles are normal sized, so that's it. We need to stop. We're gonna get in trouble.
To be fair, that was like the one thing I was good at when we actually had to do the presidential fitness test when I was a Ute.
A Ute.
Ute.
All right, so we took Puka. No surprise there. We're gonna go wide receiver in the first round. McCaffrey goes after us at 9. Then Ashton Shenty.
No running backs till round 7.
That's right. No running backs till round 7. Damn it.
I believe in us.
We can do it.
Although, I think Battle of the Sexes, I think I took Genty.
Did you really?
I did.
Does that even count?
The only running back that I would take not here would be Jonathan Taylor, and that's if he's there in the third.
Yeah. I mean, like, does he even count as
isn't gonna
he's so good, why wouldn't you take him, you know? Oh, I have a thought. I don't want to.
Can report it because no.
There's the top two in our list, but you know who we don't. I personally don't have any.
Don't say it.
Of the second player in our queue. So
we don't have any of either. I don't think. Do we?
No, I have, and I literally just put out a thing saying who's one person I don't want to leave drafts without this year.
I actually really liked your point on. We'll just wait till it gets there. There was a point that was really good.
I would be the third over the other two, but we're splitting hairs.
Yeah, that's I'm not anti that one.
There you go.
No, there you go.
I'm good with the first one, the guy you're talking about that doesn't have the same bye week as Puka.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Nico, we're on the clock, right?
Nico.
Yeah.
The closest thing we have in the league to Julio Jones, Nico Collins.
So you made the point in that video that he was a top 5 wide receiver until he got hurt, and I think that was like, if he stays healthy, then he should. There's no reason he shouldn't do that again. No. Unless you think Christian Kirk is going to eat more targets than Stephon Diggs did.
No,
I don't.
Right, exactly. So.
No.
The only thing that you're really worried about with Nico is if like Jaden Higgins has 100 target season out the gate, or touchdown luck from elsewhere, whether it's Schultz or and the run game is a big problem right now too. So I think that only just accentuates Nico Collins even further. Puka and Nico are the two most efficient wide receivers in football in terms of per target metrics. So it's really hard to go against that pairing.
I love it. I'm here for it. And we got a smidge of a discount on Nico. He was going at the 10 spot. He and Amara are going at 11 and 10. So just a smidge. Just like a 20% discount, not like a full-on clearance discount sale.
I have not been in on Jonathan Taylor though, honestly. He feels Nick Chubbish to me, and that's not a slight, a total slight, just because of the receiving work. I'm not super sold that he's going to bump up a little bit more in the receiving game, so that kind of limits his ceiling. I think he's got to have a really efficient, a really high double-digit touchdowns. I don't know if that's in the cards in this iteration of the Colts offense.
Ooh, iteration. I like that.
That's a $2.50 word right there.
That is. Absolutely. Who is I gonna look for? Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
I mean, he really didn't do anything until those last 3 games, and at that point, you're already either in or out of the playoffs. So
Taylor, right? Because I know he had a big playoffs.
Yeah, because he missed games, and then he had let's see, in week 3 against Chicago, he had a decent game against Pittsburgh, and then he missed several games, and then Houston, and then New England in week 13. But really, that was it. I mean, you have a whole smattering of 10 points, 8 points, 7 points. Against Detroit, he had 3. Ugh, gross. No, thank you.
That's someone that's shooting up draft boards is a Marion Hampton.
Oh my gosh. If he couldn't get any more expensive already.
He's gonna be that's where he's gonna lie though. 2-3 turn is where he's gonna settle.
Yeah. What team 2? What's going on here?
You must have said a Q.
That's true.
3 picks away.
Nobody's complaining in the draft, so in the chat room.
I have 2 picks, and I'm gonna shock the world. Okay, I have 1 pick, and it is a running back.
Oh, right. Still.
Oh, nope. Well, there goes that wide receiver.
No, there's absolutely not a running back here that I will say yes to.
No, not here.
No, not here.
Brees is the end of the tier.
Yeah.
I think
I'm good with Garrett. I feel like if we go Devontae, we're gonna curse ourselves like we did last year with Waddle and Hill.
I think if we want him, we can get him on the way back. Honestly,
agreed. Also,
I think Garrett Wilson's the clear pick for wide receiver, unless you want to. I don't think the quarterback value's fallen enough for me, but they're options here.
And they'll fall too around the turn. So I'm good. I'm great with Garrett.
Yeah, right. Smash Garrett. Yeah. Excellent. All right, guys. So now, we've already got Jalen Hurts off the board, which is not who should be going first as quarterback. But how are we feeling? Because I know this group particularly, I think, is anti-quarterback early. Are we still feeling good with the anti-quarterback early? And if we are, like, at what point are we punting it, and who are we taking then?
I mean, there's better value, like, especially in FFPC. I mean, best ball, they're going to get pumped up a little bit more, but I think there's much better value when you start getting into like round 8, 9, 10, 11. But you twist my arm for, I am famously fading Josh Allen a little bit for another couple quarterbacks. Ooh. So
the way I've been getting exposure to the prolific quarterbacks is just waiting until I get them at value, and that's probably coming through on like 25% of teams. Yeah. So and Kevin's right, like they'll push up in best ball. So I'm probably more willing to take them at their normal price in a best ball. Like Allen would have been fine for me there, although Wilson was really appealing. Like I would have taken Allen if Garrett Wilson had gone before that, I would have taken Allen over Hall, I think.
Yeah. Like I'm totally fine, like, because we've seen, like, for me, I have 4 quarterbacks that are in that like top tier, and then after that it's like, well, I'll just wait it out then. So like for them to kind of come around, I'm happy to take like the last one if I'm really feeling like froggy enough to do it, but it's not like a deal breaker by any means.
That's
so right now, so we're going into round 4 over here. Devontae and Marvin Harrison just went. There goes Scary Terry. I'm not sure I would have taken him as my second wide receiver right now, but oh well. So we are on deck for our 4th pick. I threw 2 guys in the queue. I don't know what you guys think about them, but
it would be 1 and 3 for me. Yeah. Positionally, I don't care.
Yeah.
It would be.
I like 3 given the situation and the fact that we have 3 other guys right now.
Yeah, 3. I mean, I think 3 is like with nothing wrong. He's a top 7 wide receiver.
Yeah. So guys, just a reminder, this is we're starting 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end, and then 2 flex spots in this. And again, tight end premium here in the FFPC. So Jane Daniel just goes, does Team 9 know that this isn't a super flex draft?
No, but he's probably done.
Yeah, I don't think
no, somebody who does that is going to go take somebody else late, and we're all going to be like, our heads are going to explode. So Team 9 just took.
Are you good with Rice?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with Rice.
Yeah, we're good with Rasheed Rice. So
I don't have access to behind the scenes, so whatever you guys decide, I'm going with.
They just went. They double tapped QB over here with Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels, and I'm sure everybody in the draft room really appreciated that. I know we did. So now we have got 4 wide receivers here with Puka, Nico, Garrett Wilson, and Rasheed Rice. If you guys want to get some good info on the Rasheed Rice, plea that he just did and the resolution of his criminal case, we got to interview Drew Davenport last week, so you can go back and catch that show on our YouTube channel. Also, Drew's got great information over on Twitter, on his TikTok about the plea, and goes into a little bit more detail. So if you have questions about that, I would definitely check out his information. He actually practices criminal law as a real attorney. So if you want information about legal stuff, get it from somebody who knows what they're talking about.
For sure. I mean, I thought we were going to I thought that was going to be a big decision, Jaden Daniels versus Rasheed Rice. I don't know who would have won out there, but I still am a little bit surprised that Daniels went and made that a lot easier for us.
Yeah. Definitely. I like that Worthy went right after Rice too. I think that's interesting.
I think if Daniels had been there, that would have been an example of me saying, like, let's take a guy at his normal price because it's best ball. But you both said you liked Rice, and I'm a sucker for wide receivers, so I don't think I would have given either of you a lot of pushback there either.
Yeah. I've been on Rice the whole time, like by any dip that you could get in drafts, like all about it. I think he's the top. He nothing wrong. He's right in there for me with Brian Thomas and Neighbors and Nico. Just based on what his role in the offense. Like I know it's, you know, we trash Amon-Ra St. Brown a little bit for like the low ADOT stuff, but like that obviously we can't poo-poo that, and that absolutely plays. So, you know, and we're talking about a Chiefs offense that's going to be, you know, we got to hope they're going to score more points this year than they did last. Like they cannot survive playing 18, 15 games with the Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, they got so lucky so many games last year. I mean, you wouldn't think that could keep happening, but I mean, it is the Chiefs, and I think they
can't keep getting away with it.
They can't keep. I think they've made like a deal with like the devil, right, to keep winning and keep getting all these Super Bowl appearances. So you never know. But yeah, there goes DK again to Team 2 auto draft. DJ Moore at the end of round 4 here, making the turn into round 5. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. So we are the only team that is going 0 RB right now. Well, I guess that's not true. Team 5. Sorry, I just got distracted with the purple up the top for them with Brock Bowers. So it's us and Team 5 holding the fort down.
Yeah, we get the pedal all the way down. Like we're just going where the road takes us.
Absolutely.
No.
Waddle goes, Hubbard goes. We are got.
I was afraid we'd have to take.
Team 11. Thank you, Scampers. Again with the 2 purples, and I just noticed that they did a McBride Kittle stack. Like I really kind of like that. In this tournament, I think those 3 are the only ones that I would go back to back on. I think like that early. But I'm kind of into it. All right, James Conner just went. Trevion Henderson. We are on the clock.
Yeah, I want no part of Mixon. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh yeah, no, not with a weird foot injury. No, thank you.
You know, I would probably be Pickens here.
I like the next 8 wide receivers in the queue over everybody else. So, and I don't prefer one over the other. I like them all the same, and I would take them with the next 2 picks. So whatever you guys want to do.
Do we like Kev? You like Pickens?
I love the
J-Mo. We've got 20 seconds left.
Him, J-Mo, like I'm fine with those 2.
We already have a bunch of 8, right?
We have nothing.
We have 8 wide receivers. So Pickens is 10. Rashee Rice is 10 also. So I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's good. Good with whatever you guys want. That's fine.
5, 4, 3. Just smash it. Yeah, J-Mo. Guys, I mean, come on. Like, how else are we going to feel alive here at the end of July if we're not waiting till the last second to make our draft picks in a 6-digit prize draft, right? Well, this is $300,000. I think this one is the grand prize here.
Yeah.
So it was $125 buy-in, just for those of you that are wondering in this. And let me see.
Not if you get lucky in the $35 tournament for $100,000.
Exactly. Yeah. So this team for us was a credit team that we ended up getting last year. Jim, do you want to tell the people why?
I just did, right? We won.
Did you? Oh yeah.
$35 tournament.
Yes.
I think so. That's all I got. That's it.
You
know what? Because it was probably one of the few teams where we didn't take Rice or Godwin.
Yeah,
that's probably how.
This is true. Also, guys, there is 12,528 teams max in this tournament. So I'm gonna. Yeah, well, here can I do my spiel again for like why people should be not afraid to join high stakes drafts?
Of course.
Are we ready? Okay.
What are we gonna say? No.
That's fair. I could just mute everybody and do what I want. Yeah. So, I think for the longest time, like I didn't want to play high stakes because I thought like, oh, that's not for me. Like I don't want to spend that kind of money. But when you look at it, right, and you say, okay, well, I can jump in this $125 tournament. There's 12,000 people playing. That seems like a whole lot. There's other tournaments where there's like 600,000 people playing, right? And you're going to spend $25 and you're thinking, well, that's a little more affordable for me. Well, look at your return, right? You have a better chance of winning something like this with a little bit higher buy-in than necessarily you would throwing in $25, I don't know, 8, 10, 25 times, into other tournaments. And not that those aren't fun and fun to do. But, like if that's what's keeping you out of high stakes, I would think about it in kind of those terms because it really shouldn't.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to jump in the high stakes streets, people. Come join us. It's nice here.
Erica, stop talking so much.
I know. Anne thinks that we're not letting Erica pick. Here's the thing. Erica is helping us right now, writing down all of our timestamps and keeping track of our shenanigans. So Erica's doing Lord's work over here, guys.
And I'm not in the behind the scenes. All of them are owners of this team, so I don't get to see the queue. We can only pick co-owners.
Yeah. People think we put Erica in the shame corner.
I know. We don't put baby in the
that way.
Yeah.
Not
yet, at least.
You guys want to keep it going?
Hold on. I just switched. You know who I want here?
Yeah, it's 2 and 3, right?
I want the first person that's in our.
I know who you. Yeah, you can say who it is.
You want to rip? You want to rip off 6?
No, I want Roma Dunze. Yeah, I do want to rip off 6.
You don't want. But how are you gonna? How are you? You want to grind for running backs in the off season?
Yep. This is best ball. Who cares? It's best ball.
Oh.
Doesn't it feel good, Kevin? Doesn't it feel good? Yeah, it does.
I mean, this is the dopamine hit I was waiting out of you for how long now?
Yeah.
Look, I mean,
great.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes?
Why choose, right, Erica? Why choose?
Agreed.
Yeah. For those of you between us and the Covers fans, you know it. You know that's a little keyword. You know what that means.
We could be done with wide receiver.
We could be. We sure could.
Erica, you're going to have to weigh in now because now we're in a position that Kevin and I know nothing about. Basically.
Oh, yeah. Running backs? What are those?
Who? What? What's a running back? I asked Team 6 because apparently that's all they want to take. So we are in round 6. We just went Roma Dunze. So now we've got Puka, Nico, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, JMO, and my favorite Roma Dunze, who I think, look at this. Have I done it? Have I managed to do it? No, I just have 2 in here, right? There's one more.
Yeah,
we missed. Yeah, there's no way that we were getting him. But look at that though. Two wide receivers that I planted my flag on earlier this week on the TikTok.
On the TikTok.
The TikTok. I'm gonna just force myself to sound like I'm 85 years old.
You said it, not me.
Hey.
I'd like to back up and ask Kevin a question on. I actually agree with you on this. I kind of made the pick for Stacy, but why Pickens over Jameson Williams?
I think there's some real benefit to Dak Prescott consolidating the offense to 3 guys, kind of like what the Eagles have done with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert. With Ferguson now, he got his contract extension. We know they play a lot of they play the Turpins and the Jalen Brooks and guys like that, but they don't really throw to those guys. So I do think it's like an arbitrage version of like that kind of 3-man condensed offense, but you're going to have a lot more passing volume because of how, bereft that Dallas Cowboys running game is. So I like Lamb to get what he usually gets, 160, 170, but I also like Pickens to get the 120, 130. We know he's going to get a lot more downfield stuff too. So I think he can combine the deep threat stuff with target value, and that'll hit.
Is there any way to compare him to like, I guess what Cooks did, but like healthy? I know they didn't really play the same way, but but Cooks was the other guy. He just never played a full year there. But I think the year before last, didn't he have like 600 yards and 6 touchdowns, and not even play the full season, Brandon Cooks?
Cooks, I think is like perfectly fine, but I think, with Pickens was kind of. So we have this vision. We see George Pickens is like, oh, well, if he finally gets into an offense that can actually produce some, pass attempts in the offense, like we'll be cooking. And I think we finally got it now. League average last season was, I believe, 556 pass attempts as far as teams go. So if we can get even there, because even there, the Pittsburgh Steelers were less than league average, but they actually surprisingly weren't that far. So I think we could still get condensed offense and target volume with that. And, Pickens is a really good deep threat, a really good contested catch guy too. I don't think he's going to be running like a 14-yard ADOT, which is longer than the average. Average is typically 10.5 to about 11.5. That's what a lot of like the top receivers run. So if he can stay in that range and then kind of be the good second fiddle, because he's going to play prototypical X, where Lamb's going to play the flanker, play the Y. So that's going to help Lamb get his targets. But if you see boundary stuff, that's going to all be Pickens, and you're going to probably have to keep second corner on Pickens as well.
Sorry, okay. I was reading comments. I heard you too.
So Anne wants to know, are we not worried about not having a running back yet?
Are we not worried?
No.
This
top one for me, if he's there, I think he's a smash.
There's
damn it.
5 starters left.
So yeah, I was going to say there's several that are still really good on the board. So Mox has a question too. I wanted to go back to this about. Well, we'll make our pick and then we'll.
Yeah, I was going to say. I would be one of the tight ends. I would actually be in Njoku over Andrews for the target volume.
Agreed. Was likely being hurt. Are we still Njoku over Andrews?
I actually think that opens up more time for Kolar. And I think Andrews kind of stays where he's at. I don't know if he's going to be an 85% routes guy anymore, honestly. I'm still probably they're close. They're splitting hairs. I'm in Njoku, but what about you guys?
So are we doing that over because we have 15 seconds left? So
we can still talk it through with 10 seconds. He's at the top of the queue, so auto picks, whatever.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Yes, we would have liked Pollard. He was the top of our queue prior to him being taken by Team 7. So real quick, I want to get to Moggs's comment up here about Evans slipping by when we took Rashee Rice. I'm fine with Mike Evans. I like Mike Evans. I don't think either one of you guys like Mike Evans. Do you want to?
I don't mind Mike Evans. I just have Rashee Rice in a whole other tier, ahead of a lot of even the third round guys.
I think it's a roster construction thing for me, where we have 3 guys that we're already pretty comfortable with. So I'd rather take the guy that I think, even though he's a little bit higher risk, is a little bit higher upside. Mike Evans, to me, is somebody I would put on a team where if we went a running back early, Gibbs, Genty, McCaffrey, something like that, where I need a dependable wide receiver. And in that case, I'd be Evans over Rice.
Yeah, he's a definite. He's like a better floor play for sure, and not that he doesn't have ceiling, because he does, but. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Is the roster construction definitely plays a huge part in player selection too.
So my Tucker Craft mac and cheese got quite the bump right there in round 7.
That's flaming hot Cheetos.
That is flaming hot Cheetos. Right now, Tucker Craft he went in round 8. He might be getting a bump. You know what though? You know what I think it was? So there was a clip from Jordan Love that was circulating recently, talking about Tucker Craft and talking him up. So I wonder if maybe that bumped him a little bit. I'm fine with any of the 3 in our queue right now.
I'm go ahead.
No, you got it, dude.
Oh, I mean, I'm a little bit worried. I'd actually straight up would rather have Scatabo than Tyrone Tracy.
Oh, absolutely not. I will never.
Sit.
I don't want to take. I wouldn't take him here. I'll tell you.
I
that.
wouldn't take him if my life depended on it.
Well,
Najee, I'm scared.
We got to take one of them, so we don't have to take them, either of them. I think it's too soon for the guy third.
We could take One-Eyed Najee.
I'm worried about Najee.
Yeah,
I'm slightly worried too. Yeah, and I have so much of him from earlier in the season too.
Ricky Pearsall.
I think we have to cave at this point.
If I were going to be a wide receiver, I would be Downs.
Okay, well, not a wide receiver, but 17 seconds. So you want to stay running back?
I want to go running back.
If you want to go running back, knock yourself out.
We go QB. We take Baker or Bo Nix.
We got 5 seconds. We gotta do something.
Well,
oh, never mind. It's done.
Like, I think Tracy has.
That's what I know it auto pick, but that's what I was trying to hit at the last second.
Like, I think Tracy has outs. I just see Antonio Gibson. Like, and that's not a bad thing with the reception stuff. I just don't know how much rushing equity there's going to be in that offense. Now, I know there's been like swirling rumors about Devin Singletary getting traded, so that would probably help in that way. Singletary to the Texans would be that particular move that's been kind of being bandied about. He's familiar there. Obviously, Mixon's hurt. You know, it's Nick Chubb and Woody Marks, but yeah, I don't hate Tracy. I'm just there's a lot of risk there.
Can I tell you why I don't like Cam Scatterman?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's Carson Steele.
No. That has nothing to do with it. Did you guys see the clip of him on hey Brittany, what's up? Thanks for hanging out with us. We are in spot 8. I had to scroll up a little bit because we're starting to get a little further down the board. Yeah,
you mean him naming the players?
Yeah,
exactly.
So he was on some podcast or something with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I forget who else was the other guy. But they were showing him pictures of former players, and he literally couldn't name like any of them, and it gave me the ick so hard. And you could tell like Amon-Ra's face was just, he was so disgusted that like this guy couldn't like he was he not? He was totally disgusted that this dude couldn't name, and he was like even giving him hints for stuff. Like he didn't even know who like Calvin like it took him like how many guesses to get like Calvin Johnson. Like my gosh, come on.
There were some that were pretty deep cuts though.
There were, but I'm sorry, but this is your job, right? Like if this is your job, this is what you've been like trying to achieve since you were a wee child. Like you should know who all these guys are.
Now, are they showing their faces or are they showing them in like full uniform?
Well, they're showing them in, not with like a helmet on. No, like faces. Like they showed the draft picture of Brett Favre and him and Baker. Okay. And it like even took him a second to get Baker Mayfield. And I was like, I'm out. No, I don't like it. And also he kind of gave me the ick at the combine.
Okay.
That's it. It's vibes. It's straight vibes. That's really all it is. Take that for what it's worth. It's
he just looks like a caveman to me.
He looks like a turtle from Entourage.
I'm in the middle on both of them. I think Tracy did enough last year to make sure he's going to have a job. Like, and I think that's okay when you start a team the way that we did. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of dart throws we're about to take, and just looking for people that have a hold on a position, whether it's 50% is fine for like the way that team's going to go. And I feel the same way about Scatterbo, even if we have bad vibes about him. Like he's a dude that, you know, he's on the team, and there's really nobody else besides the two of them. Yeah. I guess is Singletary still there?
I'll pull the depth chart.
I think
in the Giants, yeah.
So I mean, two dudes on an offense where you know one of them's going to run. Like I think and that's just kind of how I feel about both of them. I don't think one's right. I don't think one's wrong. But I think for this team, both of them are fine.
So beyond Singletary, they've got Dante Miller, Eric Gray, and Rashawn Baker. That rounds running back room in New
So
York.
nobody we're going to take coming up on this pick. So if you both want to check the queue and make sure.
I like that
Top
first one.
one's a smash.
Same, yeah.
Okay, cool. And that is the position.
I want to talk about that when it gets there if we were able to get him.
I would say because we have a lot of quarterback outs still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we're in round 9. Those of you, if anybody's going to be listening to this, so we're in round 9 right now. There you go. Brock Purdy just gets off the board after Dak Prescott. We got a little bit of a QB run in this round with Justin Fields going in the first, or with the first pick, and then over with Bo Nix, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy. We are on the clock. I'm fine with the first one if you guys are.
Jordan Mason's easy.
Jordan Mason. Because I think it came out today or this week, right, that they're kind of expecting that to be a timeshare there with Aaron Jones in Minnesota. So Minnesota.
Yeah.
I actually wish that wasn't true. I wish that news hadn't come out because I would rather that he's just going to play the backup role and then he's starting by week 4.
Yeah, and you get a little cheaper probably. Let me take a look at Mojo and see where he's been going. Guys, I keep mentioning Fantasy Mojo. If you guys aren't familiar with that, what that is, that's run by Darren Armani, who goes by Fantasy Mojo on Twitter, on the X. That's his site. He handles all the ADP information for the tournaments on the FFPC. He was also on our show last week if you want to get more info on that. But you can go on his site, subscribe to it, and you get all the latest, most up-to-date info regarding ADP. You can find out how many of different stacks is a stack builder there. So you can find out like how unique your team is with your particular build. It's a really, really great resource. And I mean, if you're on the FFPC, you're not using it, you're just donating your money.
Agreed. I think there's one position we have to hit now on the way back.
Ooh.
While there's been a run.
I agree with Josh. I think we're all Josh Downs fans over here. Yeah.
I assume that's where you were going with it too.
Yeah. Yep.
There's still some fun ones out here. The first one, fingers crossed, that gets back to us.
Well, now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, we just put it out there in the ether. So
the one that I put at the end that's in our last number 8 in the queue there, I think I would like to stack later if we can.
It's not showing up for me yet.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, you could do that with all 3 of those guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of my favorite guys. Actually, there's a bunch. Like that is why it pays to. That's why it pays to take a quarterback now instead of taking, because you're going to see people who didn't take a quarterback take 2 in the next, like between round 9 and 11, they're going to take 2.
Yeah.
Like this is where they're all going to go. And then you're going to be, staring down the barrel of,
Well, yeah, but we made that commitment to the running back.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we knew what we were getting into going in.
Right.
Yeah. We just can't get
ourselves.
Yeah. We just can't get shut out.
There's still, I mean, I'm sorry, there's still plenty of good QBs left, so I'm not really concerned.
Well,
if he's there at 6, like with a bullet.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I just moved him to the top of the queue.
Yeah.
The one-eyed bandit's quarterback.
He lost the starting job tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we should just go ahead and draft Trey Lance.
He's not getting drafted. Like, we can talk about quarterbacks. If this dude takes a quarterback, I don't care. Right? He's not taking a fucking QB.
I can't wait to see if in round 20 somebody takes Trey Lance.
Perfect.
So
Herbert smash.
Let's go.
Perfect guy to stack late.
Love it. What are some other good late stacks that we can get? I don't necessarily mean us, because I don't, I'm not trying to like give away what we're doing, but
just in general.
For the people.
But I mean, give it away to me. What are we? What?
I mean, Drake May is very easy to stack, especially with tight end and some of the other ancillary guys.
Agreed. I think
Jared Goff too. He's going
Jared
late.
Goff is a good one. If I'm reading this right, I think Moggs means Caleb Williams.
even Jordan Love. I mean, all those receivers are going.
Are you talking about
late.
quarterbacks where you can add the stacks after you take the quarterback, or quarterbacks that you can add really late when you've taken the wide receiver early? Because everybody in this round is an easy stack for we could have gone Fields instead of Tracy, which I would have been cool with, and that's six rounds apart.
I thought about that, but I thought we could push it too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we could get by with because we had some cover with Kyler and Mayfield, but it was dicey a bit. But I think if we could have taken somebody and then take Fields, it would have been we would have felt great about it.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about it is to your point though is you can push those stacks right here, and then if you get one, it's really cheap and you didn't overpay. But if you miss and you end up with Herbert or even McCarthy, you're not done. And there's still the one that Stacy has in there at the bottom of the queue and
I just put more in there. Yeah.
And you're not done with even guys after that. That's the thing is if you want to push it far enough, you could still make out with upside plays, guys are going to be starting 17 games if as long as they're healthy.
There's actually I like him.
There's at least 9 QBs that are still on the board that I would be okay with.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing is you're not getting at that point. You're not getting the guys with pedigreed wide receivers, but they're still good. Right. And to your point, starting QBs, or they don't use their legs a lot. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to get a good amount of points per game.
I was just checking out someone over here who just went Jared Goff, and this is their third QB. They've got Burrow, Fields, and Goff. Do my eyes deceive me, or do they only have 2 wide receivers?
Oof. Thanks for the donation.
Wow.
As
and then rookie running backs. Huh. Okay.
Now I want to do this really bad.
Whatever floats your boat. I mean, our build isn't for everybody.
Look, we don't draft Shane. I mean, well, you guys don't. I might.
Ann wants to know if we're happy with our running backs so far. And I love our running backs.
I think we have too many.
Crazy, I have. It's disgusting.
I will say, just with ADP and knowing what we have and stuff like that, this season in particular, it is much harder to do true zero RB than in years past. I will say, as somebody who has done true zero RB for the better part of this decade, this season in particular, it's very hard to do that. It is very hard to swallow your pride and swallow, 6 wide receivers and a tight end, and then come back with, a round 7 or round 8, round 9. You can do it on an FFPC. It's hard. It's even harder to do it on Underdog. It's even harder to do it on some other site, like Redraft.
Right. Well, and also too, just the discipline. That's if you're gonna do it, and do it the right way. It takes a lot of discipline to make that happen.
Agreed.
I will say I'm not a fan of our build.
Is this giving you anxiety?
It is because I'm looking on either side of us. I like RJ Harvey. I like Caleb Johnson. I like David Montgomery, Chuba. I almost would have rather had any of those over J-Mo and Adunze, just to give us another tier of RB to pair with our top 4 wide receivers.
But even then, if we're trying to balance out scoring with week-to-week volatility, more often than not, those wide receivers, J-Mo and Rome, are going to outscore those running backs probably most weeks. So the net that you're getting from those wide receivers to the would be the dead zone of running backs. That's where the value, if you're going to commit to something like that, that's where that lies. If you're getting those wide receivers, because that's where you had to draft Ladd McConkey, Brian Thomas last year, where you're trying to get those guys that are going to be you do a mental exercise of who can you see in the second or third round next year? And I would say J-Mo and Rome are probably two of those guys you can make cases for.
So I was taking a look, and our number one that we have up here, I do like him, but he's about a round early right now.
You can wrap it around for him.
Okay, well, how about you guys go with Ramondre then? Or do you want your one-eyed, whatever he is?
I'm okay with Ramondre just because I know Trevion isn't exactly like a workhorse. He's like a Gibbs cut type where he needs like the less carries, but he's going to be efficient on him.
Yeah.
Where if you're hoping the Patriots offense takes another step, it's going to be in the run game behind Will Campbell to give Drake May some cover. So I do like that from like that perspective.
I mean, I also still think he's the starter.
I mean, I do too. I'm good with Ramondre.
For now. Yeah.
All right. You go with the station?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Erica?
Sure.
2 seconds. So I will say this is probably the truest 0 RB team that I've drafted this year. Even I've been
same.
Gibbs, Janty, CMC. I think I have a Barkley share. I'm ashamed to say. I even have a couple teams where I started with 2. And I will say also that if Hubbard had come down to where we got JMO, I would have thought about it. I don't know if you heard me say, like, I'm glad that decision was taken away from us.
I would have been good with Connor, honestly.
Yeah,
those
Hubbard for me.
Yeah, those two, and even like 50% Henderson, I can be swayed there. But that is the break right there. If you look at Harvey, Swift, Caleb Johnson, I like David Montgomery. I'll say that too. But I do like Odunze more. And I think that, if he does hit, he'll end up, if with a full 16 games compared to the 2, I think he'll have more points. And that's kind of the point of doing it that way.
Agreed.
And I know people like Jaden Blue, but like at 8-12 for Jaden Blue, and the guy has risk of being a healthy and active in a lot of weeks in the beginning of the season, like that's a bridge too far for me. Like I understand the play, but to make that play there when you still have guys available like a Jordan Mason or a Dobbins, like.
Well, I think it's like this thing that we see every year, right? Like everybody, right? You get so enamored with these rookies that come in, and you've got Jaden Blue here going in the 8th round when they went out and got Javonte Williams, right? And so I know we've all kind of had the ick or been burnt with injuries with Javonte Williams fantasy wise, but guys, the NFL doesn't work the way fantasy teams work, right? Like they're not, for the most part, aren't going to be giving like rookies the starting job over, the veterans, the consistent veterans there that have, signed with those teams. Like obviously I'm not talking about like Ashton Genty. That's not the situation there. But like in teams like with Dallas and what they've going on or have got going on, like Kevin, I absolutely agree. I mean, Jaden Blue could be a healthy and active. I mean, how many guys did we see like that last year that were being taken over the vets that were already on their team? Like that's just how NFL coaches work. Like, these rookies aren't coming in day one and getting given a starting job for the most part.
After we pick, I have a question for you based on that.
Oh, Higgins.
I'm Trey Harris.
Team Trey Harris.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, especially with Mike Williams retiring. Yeah.
I hope this dude comes back. So if you think Jaden Blue is going to be a healthy and active, Javonte Williams or Miles Sanders?
Whoever is getting picked latest, which is Miles Sanders. Like, I think, do I think he's going to be healthy and active? I think it's not 0%, but like you have to look at like some team context with that. Like, how many guys are they going to be playing, in a given week? Like when we look at inactives in week 1, Jaden Blue's got a pretty decent shot of being on there. Like, remember, what was it, 2 years ago? We were all drafting Ty Chandler and Dwayne McBride.
Right.
And Dwayne McBride ended up getting cut. They had Kenny Wongwu, who was a special teamer. You look at like the Vikings that year who had, the Madison and Aaron Jones and whatnot, and you were hoping that, these guys that are going to come up, you have to be more measured in principles with the stands you're going to make. Looking at like team context, like more than likely a team is only going to carry 3 running backs on game day. And you got to, and I know it's like real hand in the dirt stuff, but like seeing who plays special teams, that matters. Like that absolutely matters for like, look at the Chiefs, for example. You got Pacheco. Kareem Hunt's probably going to make the team. But we all love Brashard Smith. Then that makes it tough to where Brashard Smith is going to be a kick returner more than likely for the Chiefs. So he might be on that roster in week 1 and not have to worry about him getting cut or getting put on the practice squad. Like he's more than likely going to be a member of that team. So that's stuff you have to look out for too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so hard, because all we've been hearing about since January is these rookies, right? So everybody, gets the rookies stuck in their head, and it's easy to take them, especially, when they're going so early. And if you want some of them, I mean, that is where you have to take them, but that isn't always how it's going to play out when the season starts.
Yeah.
We're going into round 13, guys, just to update everybody where we're at. Geno Smith off the board, team 1 with their 4th. Told you, this is what happens. This is people. I'm so sorry. Can I just get on the soapbox right here? This is undisciplined drafting, 100% by team 1. Like that is undisciplined. You're taking 4 quarterbacks. That is not necessary. And you have Joe Burrow, who's one of the, I think, probably top 5 guys in the league. So I don't see the plan here with that team and that roster build.
It could be to screw over team 8 who waited till round 10 to take a quarterback.
It could be. And you know what though? Like, because I am a petty girl, right? I love stuff like that. But like, at what point are you hurting your own team just to screw around with somebody else?
Cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Exactly.
I would say based on the lay of the land, number 5 looks pretty good to kind of just, what's the, no, we're good. We're good on that.
Anna wants to know in best ball, how much are we worrying about bye weeks?
I mean, to a point. If you're talking about like onesie positions, I think it's pretty important when you're looking at tight end, quarterback.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not super concerned. It's 1 week. If you got a bunch of people like with a week 8 bye, I'm not generally like super worried about it. If like there's four of my 7 wide receivers have it, because especially in this, tight end can hit your flex too. So like I'm not super worried about it.
Yeah. So right now we've got multiple guys. We've got 2 on week 14. We've got 2 on week 8 and 2 on week 9 right now. Not the end of the world.
Plus, in the scheme of things, it's only 1 week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm good with number 1 if that makes it.
That's so.
Well, I just moved somebody up to number 1 in our queue.
Oh,
I had to read.
I'm gonna have the number 2 person
yes.
in our queue right now. I'm gonna have I will have a lot to say about that person if that's somebody we.
I don't think my queue's updating like yours is, so we're probably gonna have to name some players real quick.
I just refreshed it, but yes, Kelly's husband.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're right, and we do have 2 running backs on the same bye. We've got Ramondre and Tyron Tracy.
We got rounds, baby. We're gonna dig into those running backs. I promise.
20 round draft.
There's a lot that's been sorted out even the last few days, especially with running backs.
I'm with Ann. Anxiety.
No,
Anxiety.
Last year was an anomaly. Like, there's a lot more dudes that there's a lot of people last year that didn't get playing time that any other year in the league normally would, and I'm not happy to talk about it live, but like I think a lot of people aren't looking at last year as an anomaly. It definitely is, and I don't know. Yeah, we have to do that now.
Stafford.
Unfortunate, but the way this round has gone,
Stafford.
That's really frustrating because there's a lot that I love here, not at the QB position, but I guess we're forced into that.
There's a lot there. We're still good. I think we should probably.
Yeah, but there's specific people that but whatever. I mean,
There's 2, 3, and 5 are. It would be 3, 5, and then 4. Like if I'm gonna have to put an order on it.
We're not in. Well, we'll wait till it happens.
How do you like who I've got at number 6 right now?
I have to refresh. Hold on. Yeah, because it doesn't update right away. The RB4 on that team.
Whoa, hold on. No.
Yeah.
He. I think he actually is.
No.
Well,
he's not.
one's hurt, but another guy is playing over him right now in camp.
We're definitely not talking about the same team. Hold on.
We are.
The guy with the same last name as Tim Taylor's neighbor.
Stop it.
I'm too young for that reference.
That is so upsetting. He's listed as number 2 on the depth chart right now, according to our.
So, did you see? Oh shit!
Whoa, they have Izzy. The Packers have Israel.
They got him on waivers. Yeah, when the Niners released him.
Did you see Mike McDaniel's bit about depth charts where he's like, it's stressful enough making sure I get them all on the roster, let alone get them in the right order. Don't ask me about that.
I know. I'm just saying I don't buy it where they are necessarily on the roster. I buy how many of them there are on the roster. And look at this. We got he waited for Baker. Okay. That was 3. Who's our guy that took 2? Look at that. Team 9 hasn't done what we thought they were going to do yet and go take 4 QBs.
Said that was team 1.
Oh, we're on the clock, y'all. We're on the clock.
I'm tooting. Facial, sorry, I don't want to.
That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But does that just make our argument that we just talked about Jaden Blue?
He's actually has the analytical profile, and Bigsby's been really good in camp, but ETN's dicey. I mean, I just like him. I like Algier as well. He's more of the pure contingent play.
Hang on, because we only have 20 seconds left. I think that's because it's not going to be the other ones. Are you guys both dead set against 2? You just think?
You mean Najee or?
I'm not a Najee guy.
No, not Najee.
Even this late.
You're talking about Judkins. I don't want any part of Judkins this year.
I'm not great on Judkins.
3, 2.
It's fine. We've got him first in the queue. It's fine. No, I don't want any part of Judkins.
If we're going to do it there, I don't think we're going to do it at all. But given best ball upside, we can't pick people. Even if he misses 6 games, I actually kind of like that a little bit more.
If he's there on the next turn, I will, or the next 15th.
I don't know. I'm kind of like what we talked about with Drew, and then just more stuff that I've heard this week from other people. Just, with the stuff with Quinshon Judkins is just, it's too squishy right now. And you're a rookie. You're not in there. You're not getting, acclimated to that, your teammates. And I don't know. I just don't let's say you get a 6-game suspension, right? Let's say that happens, right? You've missed so much time and now you're coming in the middle of the season. You're a rookie. So that you're expecting me to want to have, somebody on my team who's getting their first, actual real NFL reps during that time, during week 6 in that point or week 7, whatever it is,
on a team that might be 1-5,
exactly.
1-6. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't think that missing time at running back is as impactful at any other position. I think that you can come in a little bit more unprepared there, and it's okay. I get if their record sucks or they don't have an offense and maybe they don't want to start the rookie again, I think that's valid. But if he misses 6 weeks, which we don't know yet, I think he probably will. But if he does, at that position, if Ford is whatever, because Ford whatever's every year. Yeah. And Sampson's not an every down back, there's nobody else there who's going to be able to do it. So I think at that point it's worth a dart throw. Again, looking at team construction.
It's less to your point, you're right. Jim, it's less impactful for a running back than it is a wide receiver, where it's more cut and dry with who is getting on the field, to where that guy might get 2 routes a game and then maybe he gets a spike when you're never going to start him in week 18.
Yeah.
So yeah, to that point, like you're right, 100%. I mean, as RB5, like I don't hate it. I think I think positionally, I think there's like one that's ICRQ is getting loaded up with him right now. Motherfuck, that would have been nice.
Oh, JSM, yeah, or JCM, yeah.
No, Arroyo.
Oh, I was just about to say both of those would have been nice. With Arroyo.
Sorry, we got options. We got options. Yeah. We're good.
I don't mind Beshel Tootin over quick. I'm not trying to say I'd rather have Judkins over him either. I'm just saying at some point it feels like I mean he's not going to go undrafted the whole draft.
Yeah, there's like the line of demarcation where it's like, all right, you got to take the guy now.
I just put somebody at the top of the queue.
Still Najee.
Nope.
I was gonna say, I'm like, we played this game 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that's another mover based on what's happened. I mean, he's looked pure.
I don't even want to take a breath right now until our pick gets here.
Okay, so can we talk a minute about Nick Chubb?
No. Yes, we can.
Okay, so you guys didn't even mention his name. I'm on the outside of this, so why no Chubb?
MCL, ACL, really bad knee injury, looked terrible when he came back. Now going to be running behind an offensive line that doesn't have Laramie Tunsil, on the wrong side of 30. It's Nick Chubb who doesn't catch passes. Can I keep going?
But he's the starter.
It does nothing for week 1, maybe.
But believe it or not, I'm actually okay with Chubb, but only on a team where I need running backs, and I don't feel that way with Tracy Mason and Stevenson. This is probably the best way to put it. I know Tracy's young, but with Mason and Ramondre, even though Mason's not that old either, I just feel like we have enough vets there already. So I'd rather go younger at the position at this point. I'd rather have upside, and I don't think Chubb has it.
Yes. Can we do it? Yeah. Can we please do it?
The
back?
Laporta's gone.
What?
Laporta's gone.
Yeah, I know Laporta's gone. I'm talking about Taj Brooks. I want Taj Brooks here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good.
I think it's
clear number 2 now in an offense that consolidates the running back touches. Like, sign me up. That's basically the Tyler Algier play for the most. Well, no, he's not the Algier play, but he's as clean of a handcuff like Algier is. Now that Zach Moss has been cut.
That's actually a clear cut example of like the answer to Erica's question, because I'd rather, especially if you're not that into Chase Brown.
Yeah. It's the what do you get if you win? Like when you take Nick Chubb and he's like the starter based on what he's done, like you're not getting 2020 whatever Nick Chubb. Like what do you get when you draft Nick Chubb and win? You get 550 yards. You really have to hope he's going to get over 4 yards a carry. It's not a given. You're still not getting receiving. Like you're getting 14 for 42 every week. Like you got to hope he gets in the end zone even just to crack double digits. Whereas Taj Brooks, if something happens to Chase Brown, he gets hurt, or maybe even not. Maybe like he's been getting talked up a little bit as having a sort of standalone role too, because maybe they don't want to give Chase Brown 85% of the snaps like they were last season.
Is he really still there?
I think there's a position we have to address.
I think we do too. I just put a wide receiver at the top of our queue. But yeah, we probably should get a tight end. I mean, I love David Njoku, but I think we probably do need more than one.
I'm going to throw some tight ends that I'm ideologically inclined to grab.
Okay.
I put 3 in there. think it did.
I see 2.
Hang on, let me
The
read.
one I wanted was already in there.
Oh yeah, I like those guys.
I've been banging the drum off number 7 for the last 3 years.
Has he played tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
I
have it going, but I'm not paying nearly as much attention to it as I was earlier.
That dude makes like a lot of sense too, given the team. But like, aren't you worried about the other 2? And I'm not saying that because like they're any good. I'm just saying it because they're there.
I will say, because so when Darren Waller was a wide receiver with the Baltimore Ravens, I gotta find the quote. Hold on a second. If there's something we'd rather take, we could probably kick him to the 17th.
There's one that I'm shocked is still here in round 16.
You're talking about the guy that is the starter that is not super sexy, but he's got route based upside.
Exactly. Especially in a new offense with a new OC.
I'm fine with it. It's a total floor play, but I'm fine with it.
We love it. Can I do it?
Yeah, you have to, because I'm not sure who you're talking about. I'm afraid you're not talking about.
I want Demario Douglas here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dalton Schultz.
Yeah,
yeah. So Dalton Schultz does exist. He's there too.
I think. I'm with you on Douglas and availability and all that, but we probably should take a tight end.
I think it's more of a positional need at this point.
All right, that makes me sad. I guess we're doing Dalton Schultz then.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Your bags are packed on Douglas, Stacey. Like it's something.
I do have Demario Douglas pretty much everywhere. I just couldn't believe that he was still here. That's the reason why I wanted him on this team.
I think that was helped by some teams taking 4 quarterbacks and shit like that.
Touche.
Okay, I do have a story, by the way.
Let's go.
About so Andy Bischoff. Andy Bischoff has been pretty much an NFL lifer. He is the current tight ends coach and run game coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers. Famously, he was the offensive quality control coach, offensive assistant that helped with the conversion of Darren Waller as a wide receiver to tight end. Darren Waller, famous wide receiver at Georgia Tech. We have the same thing going here with another certain wide receiver turned tight end in Los Angeles. So you can see where those parallels kind of cross, where if he can make water into wine with one, Oronde Gadsden was an awesome contributor with Syracuse last season as a wide receiver, now switching to tight end. He is not a blocker by any means, but Harbaugh has said he is as willing as a blocker as I've seen at his development right now as a convert to tight end. So, and knowing that he's going to get picked the next 5 picks.
Oronde Gadsden. This is just like wide open for Jim's favorite player.
I like a good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Look, I'm trying to be quiet about it.
Okay.
I know some people. I know that there are people who I don't shut up about it to, but I don't know if I'm willing to.
You don't have to spill all the beans today.
I think you still have options though, even if that guy does get picked.
Noah Gray is actually one that I really do like late in drafts too. Like he popped a few weeks, last season, and I think they're going to start integrating him more and more into that offense with Travis Kelce getting a little older. So, I do like Noah Gray in best ball late.
No, number 4 has been an option that will probably play alongside his tight end.
You think so?
In the slot, yeah.
Does that give us any concern with their quarterback situation?
Not super worried, but tight end premium kind of helps smooth it over a little bit.
That changes that. Man, Detroit's just getting worked.
Man, I think we should just start fading everybody then.
Absolutely.
I mean, why couldn't we get Gibbs? What the hell?
Ridiculous. Guys, if you're still watching, thanks for hanging out. I know it's a long night tonight. We're at an hour and 20 seconds, 20 minutes here. Probably because of all the people that are taking their entire 60 seconds to draft tonight.
Yeah, sorry. It may have been us.
I'm not talking about us. I mean, we've only done it a couple times. I don't think we've taken it the entire time. Well,
No.
maybe
Well, actually, yeah, we did once.
we've been a little, yeah.
But we're also on stream talking
Right.
about this too.
Exactly. We're having good discussions about.
I would be, you know who I want. But that's me. This is not a authoritarian regime in the stream. The regime stream.
We're the last bastion of democracy.
That's your tagline.
I feel like the guy number
The
one.
Fantasy and Frames draft show, the last bastion of democracy.
Yeah. Democracy lives here.
Who do you want?
I'd be Gadsden.
Gadsden. We already have two. I'm fine with taking a rookie.
I honestly don't think Disley and Tyler Conklin are strong enough roadblocks to a pure receiving.
Are you okay? Look, I'm not against taking him, but because of how much depth I actually think is left, are you against Shipley here?
No.
Like I'm fine with Gadsden, but I just think
he's a pretty clear two. I mean, AJ miss me with AJ Dillon. Miss me with Maga Dillon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that like we're not going to get a running back that's in that position coming back, and I think that like there's as many like tight ends with the same potential as Gadsden.
I just did it. We had 15 seconds left.
I
still think like if something happens to Saquon Barkley, I think
it's not AJ Dillon.
I don't think it's like 100% clean, but I do think you still get 60% of the running back carries with Shipley. And I think that's absolutely in that offense is absolutely worth something. And he's got burst, he's got juice, he's like totally fine. Like behind him, because remember, no Gainwell, it's AJ Dillon behind him, and that dude might not even make the team. So I don't even know who's behind him. I know it was like Tyrion Davis Price last year.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm Arladsing it right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that really worries me about taking Shipley is
I didn't know he was on there. Keelan Robinson. He was hurt most of last year anyway. So yeah, I'm even less worried about
Powell and Montrell Johnson Jr.
Yeah, I'm good.
Is there just not a more useful site than Ourlads?
Every day.
My gosh.
I'm on it.
Seriously. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, if you're ever wanting to look up like depth charts and things like that, like ourlads.com, way to go.
It's updated like
constantly.
Almost twice a day for some teams.
Yeah.
Keaton Mitchell is getting buzz too.
Yeah, what's up like? Because I am a little interested there.
I mean, he's getting, but I mean, he. So if something happened with Derrick Henry, I don't think it's like super clean because I think Justice Hill still carries his role as like the third down blocker, receiver, whatnot. But then you still get 9-10 carries out of Keaton Mitchell. You probably get some Rasheen Ali, but I think Keaton Mitchell, based on like, remember like those couple games, remember you went like 9 for 138 a couple years ago.
Yep.
Like we're holding on to that game like we held on to Kadarius Toney's like 8 for 125 and a touchdown against the Cowboys.
His write-in year on drafts, writing it on your stickers.
That one game he had.
One game. Yeah. Guys, we're in the 18th round. This is a 20-round draft. We are bringing it home. If you stayed with us again, thank you so much. And if you are still here and you haven't given us a like, a subscribe, a follow yet, come on. Please go ahead and do that, guys. We are going to be doing some more drafts, more high stakes drafts here throughout up until the start of the season. Once the season starts, we are going to be switching over to the Fantasy and Frames waiver wire show. We've got something new and fun coming up for you this year. we're going to be doing a Monday Night Football watch party. So our show is going to be going live Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, staying with you through halftime for that, giving you guys waiver information during those commercial breaks, hanging out, watching Monday Night Football. So if that sounds like a lot of fun, again, make sure that you're following us so you know all the details for that. And it should be a good time. I'm really excited. We're going to be joined by Colby Conway as well during the season. So he's great, and I think he's going to really be a nice addition to our little family here.
For sure. I have to check my underdog slip. So it looks like, I don't know if Silvaki played. So that might get written out. But did who was that tight end? I can't remember his name. He used to play for the Jets.
Tyler Conklin?
No, deeper on the depth chart. I got hold on. Our lads for the
Our
second
lads.
time in 5 minutes.
Max has good value on Fergie. Talking about Terrence Ferguson there, not Jake Ferguson.
Oh, Kenny Yeboah. That's what it was.
Oh, wow. Would not.
I would think I was under 12.5 yards on him. So that'll work. So if they get rid of the Sion Vaki because he didn't play.
God, what a fun name.
There's so many running backs left.
Can we do another 10 rounds? Because we could probably. I can do 10 rounds in running back.
I get 4 more. I know in managed it'd be uncomfortable to take some of these guys that are left, but in best ball they feel like really, really comfortable picks.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, like, don't forget, like, running back is such a volatile position. I mean, like, these guys are getting hurt left and right. I mean, last year was a little bit of an anomaly, right? Like, there were so many more wide receiver injuries to, your top fantasy relevant players. But, normally and just like generally speaking, like running back is where you're going to see the majority of injuries, to your fantasy team. So
what a turn. That turn took like a second.
Whew. Darius Slayton, Trey Tucker.
Damn it.
Goodness.
Fannin was the guy. I think he's going to be playing a lot the slot this year. The Browns.
Brandon wants to know, is Trey Lance better than Dak? I mean, I think obviously, if we learn nothing from this Hall of Fame game tonight, I think we learned that, right, guys? We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, you overreact to everything that you see on the field. I mean, looks like Kamani Vidal has 2 touchdowns, so that dude should creep into the 3rd round.
So we're going to
draft going forward.
I mean, I can't believe nobody's taken him yet. I mean, guys, is he still available?
He is, and I'm actually kind of surprised too. Usually, there's always somebody out there.
Well, he was going, so I mean, like we were even interested in him last season, But I think like if we, do a little callback here to what we talked about with Jaden Blue, I mean, that's one of those situations, right, where everybody was drafting a guy, in decently high rounds, not like as a 20th round pick.
Yeah,
and
he's a mystery box, is what he is. I mean, Kamani Vidal could be anything, or Jaden Blue could be anything. He can even be Kamani Vidal.
Exactly. Mystery box. Marshawn Lloyd. Good night, my sweet prince. I had such high hopes for you. But alas, your groin was not going to cooperate. So I'm just going to leave that to context. Let everybody figure out what that means.
Do we want one more wide receiver? Do we want to overreact to what happened in the game? Well, I mean, no.
I meant no. Hey. What I was saying no to was that somebody took my beloved Yoshi right before.
I was going to say, because we have Herbert, I was going to say Keandre Lambert-Smith, who has been getting.
Let's do him in the 20th. Let's do him in the 20th.
Okay.
Well, who do you want?
One more back.
Running back, tight end.
Running back or tight end? I'm fine with anybody in there except for Kendry Miller.
I like the top 2, and it's a coin flip for me. I guess probably we should go tight end, given the ones we have, honestly.
I'd like Sean Tucker, though.
Yeah, give me a little Sean Tucker. Tuck. I mean, here's the thing with the tight end premium. Like, are we expecting any of those guys to outscore. I mean, like at this point, you're just hoping for like, like touchdowns here to make it worth your while.
Negative. Not.
No?
I'm not doing it. I'm not. First of all, if I spill that, I told Drew I'd do it on his show, so I have to do it on Fourth and Frames. I can't do it here, but that is not my projection for that player.
I know it's not for that particular player. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah, for the rest of them, it's tight ends or touchdowns, or it's a game that like pops off or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not getting the tight end premium with any of those guys.
Why do you hate Emmanuel Wilson? I thought earlier this season you were all about Emmanuel Wilson when I was trying to take Marshawn Lloyd places.
Who? Me?
You.
Can you roll the tape back, producer?
We will find it. I recall that vividly, because I had kind of like forgotten about Emmanuel Wilson, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should be paying more attention to him.
Well, I did too. Clearly,
we don't need. We have so many running backs now. I wanted to ask Erica if she's more comfortable now that we have more than no running backs after round 6.
I think I know where it is.
They still feel like no running backs, so that's just my opinion.
No running backs. Look, when Will Shipley and Sean Tucker combined for 0 carries this season, you know what that's going to be? A 17th and a 19th round pick, baby, because they're not expected.
The only one that's going to be not starting by week 7 is Ramondre. Everybody else will be.
I just want to call everyone's attention to week 6 against New Orleans. Sean Tucker, 38% snap percentage, 34.2 fantasy points. I'm just saying.
He finished RB1 that week, by the way.
Maybe he sure did, and he's got it in him. All right, he's got it in him.
And look. Anytime you can put 2 Syracuse guys on your best ball team in Rondé Gadsden and Sean Tucker.
Kiddos, we're on the clock.
Are we Keanu Lambert-Smith?
Oh, Jordan James is a nice pick there too.
You want to do your KLS?
They called him KLS on there. Anytime you get a nickname from the announcers,
yeah,
that's 2 rounds.
Do we need to check his bye week? Is that
12?
He has the same
as the
and Gadsden.
Yeah, that's our Charger stack, baby.
I know. I think that's the only week 12 bye we have.
Let's start steaming up KLS. Let's be responsible for this.
I mean, he's getting steam in camp. Alec Ayamanor is a good pick too.
That is, honestly. Again, also what a fun name to say.
Okay, so who were the tight ends that you guys were arguing about in your queue? I can't see any of this, so I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Oh, I was doing the soliloquy for Gadsden. The other guy I was talking about that was going to be in the slot was Fannin.
So I liked Fannin also. Gadsden, you weren't quiet about, and it didn't matter. I don't think anybody else was trying to grab him. My bad, Erica, because I meant to send you my login and my password so you could jump in and see. And then then we auto drafted Tracy, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna focus. So I'm sorry.
I'm good.
You guys should fire your producer.
All right, guys. Isaac Tesla. Okay, so he's another one that I'm a little curious why he wasn't going earlier in the draft. As Mr. Irrelevant, I tend to think that he might have a little bit more of a role there, but we'll see. All right, do we want to give a quick rundown of our squad here?
Only you're going to put this on Spotify.
Yeah, we are going to put this on Spotify. Well, I mean, when I say we, I mean, you're going to put this on Spotify, right?
Dude, one of the people hosting the show doesn't even know what we're talking about half the time. I'm not sure listeners are going to be able to figure it out, but sure, I'll throw it on there.
Stop. People love listening to us talk about drafts when they can't see it. What are you talking about? Okay, so number 8 spot overall. We kicked it off with Puka, Nico, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Jameson Williams, Rome Odunze. Just an absolutely prolific run of wide receivers here. Followed up by our first tight end with David Njoku, and then we finally took a running back in round 8 with Tyrone Tracy, Jordan Mason. Went and got Justin Herbert. Ramondre Stevenson is our third running back. Then we've got Trey Harris to stack there with Justin Herbert. We got Stafford going with Puka. Also finishing out with 2 rookie running backs back-to-back in Bashal Tutin and Taj Brooks. We got Texans tight end Dalton Schultz. Will Shipley, Aronde Gadsden is our third tight end there to go with our Chargers stack. We got Sean Tucker is our last running back, and then the aforementioned KLS, Keandre Lambert-Smith from the Chargers. We are all in on the Los Angeles Chargers, people.
I mean, look, that offense was efficient. You know, if you added, you got rid of Josh Palmer, you got rid of, some other
Mike Williams retired.
Right. Mike Williams returned, and then, as quickly as he returned, went away. So now, we're looking at a little bit of a youth movement at wide receiver. So but it's an efficient offense, and sure, we don't have Ladd McConkey, but the offense can't play solely through Ladd McConkey. Although on some teams, if he does, I will be a very rich man.
Same. And I mean, there was no way we were getting Ladd in the 3rd round. Like, we would have had to take him in the 2nd round if we wanted him.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking him above Nico Collins, I don't think, or Amon-Ra at this point. I'd probably take him after those 2 before London, and AJ Brown, but I don't think I would have taken him before Neighbors, Thomas, Collins, or St. Brown.
Yeah.
So.
But taking Herbert there is like, if you would want to try to make a stack out, just take your quarterback and then grab options late to fill out your stack. Like, the Chargers is a good enough offense that they're probably going to win. I mean, their win total right now is what, 9.5, and that's at the very low end of the projection. So they're going to be winning games. They're going to be at least in games. Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, KLS, Rondé Gadsden. We get some production from 1.5, 2 of those guys, especially a tight end premium with Gadsden, who is basically a wide receiver. Love it. And then Stafford, obviously, with Puka. It's a match made in heaven.
I mean, I heard somebody reference Matthew Stafford as like a kingmaker when it refers to like wide receivers. I mean, think about what he did with Cooper Kupp that year, and then Puka last year. And I absolutely fine taking Matthew Stafford. I mean, he's one of the better ones that you can get very, very late in drafts.
Yeah, he feels very Phillip Rivers-y.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's weird that Puka and Adams go so high, and Stafford goes so late. I think there was an underdog draft I did one time where I kept getting beat up at quarterback, and I got Stafford in the 19th, and I just don't see how you can have both those wide receivers getting drafted so damn high. And I'm not saying that he should be going inside the top 8, but to be the 14th off the board or like he's borderline startable it's just a weird concept to me with this wide receivers being drafted as high as they are.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of those guys, in that range that are going a lot later while their weapons are going, in the 1st and 2nd round. So, I mean, if you're banking on those guys being, worth that where you're taking them in drafts, it's kind of weird that their quarterbacks aren't, being valued as highly either.
Yeah.
I actually really want
Goff, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Even Kyler.
Yeah, exactly. With McBride and Harrison.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that is going to do it for us. We are an hour and 38 minutes in, so thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks to everybody who's watching online and everybody who drafted with us. If you were listening, thanks for having a good time tonight and coming out and drafting, guys. Next week, we are going to be at the Expo. So we're going to have some stuff where I think we're going to come back and do a little recap of the Kings and Queens Classics for you. If you are going to the Expo this year, please make sure to come and say hey. Eric and I will definitely be there. I know a lot of the Fantasy and Frames folks are going to be there as well. So please come over, say hi. It's one of our favorite events every year, and it should be a really good time. You can join in the Fantasy and Frames Discord. We have a Discord now if you guys weren't aware. So make sure to join in that as well. You can follow all of us online individually as well. You can follow Erica. She's over at America with a K 108. Kevin is over on Blue Sky. You guys can find him over there. He's K Tompkins II Blue Sky Social, B Sky Social. You can go skeet at him over there. Jim, I'm gonna say it every week, Kev. I'm never gonna stop. Jim, if you want to give Jim a follow over here, Jim, I have never out loud pronounced your Twitter handle, so I'm just gonna. Is it like? Do you say that before? Yeah.
I've
So
always pronounced it as Sirfa.
yeah. So at ACIRFA Bednar, BEDNAR. You can follow me at Stacey_Perez83. Guys, we will be back. Probably not. We're not doing a show next week, right? Because we're at the expo. I think we decided not to do one. So we're taking the week off next week, but we will be back the week after that with a lot of good draft info. 9 p.m. Thursdays, as always. Until then, guys, we will see you later.